We're going to be meeting with Jack from Volta Power Systems to talk about some of their upcoming tech and some of the stuff they're doing. It's really, really exciting. Uh, the thing that interests me the most is this solid state generator. There's a lot of information. There's going to be some follow up info in another video. It's just too much for me to put into one video. If you're trying to look into solar, how many panels you're going to put, what kind of batteries, how much do you need, this is for you. You've got to watch this video. Watch from start to finish. And then the second video, you need to look at that too. There's a lot of numbers in there, and I'll put what I can in the description below, but you don't want to miss this one if you're looking into RV solar and boondocking potential, because this to me is our problem solver. And I am super excited about it. So let's get started. Real quick, I want to throw this in there. This is not sponsored. We're not sponsored by Volta to make this video. I would love to be sponsored by Volta, but we're not. So this is just a genuine, I'm genuinely excited and intrigued by this system and what they're doing. Jack was very nice. He spent a lot of time with us at the show to go through basically everything they had there on every coach that they were involved in. And we would like to thank him again for that. So, all right, now let's go.
About 15 years ago, there's a big push for electrification of the car, right? So you heard the first things of EV, and Tesla came around, and there's a big push. How do you do that? Well, lithium ion divulged two places. You had a lithium ion that was designed for consumer products or start battery replacement, traditional lead acid market. But then we started building technology designed to replace engines. So higher, heavier duty loads, longer lives, more and more performance, more and more power. And those two technologies evolved, and that's created a lot of confusion in the industry, because you're like, isn't lithium ion one thing? And it's really not. It's like all these things.
It's a wide aspect.
And it's really hard to learn all this new stuff. But engines we've known forever. Well, what we do at Volta is we use the automotive technology. We call it automotive grade just to help it simplify. It was designed around replacing engines.
Right.
And this product here is an evolution of, we've been on a lot of vehicles basically hybridizing their homes, making it so they don't need generators. But we had a lot of customers ask for, can I have something just really simple to drop in? And what this is a 13 plus kilowatt hour storage system with 30 amps of service.
Wow, okay.
So it's like shore power.
Right.
And in this setup is all you got to do is you plug your coach in, your normal 30 amp service, boom, you got 30 amps.
Right.
And 13 kilowatt hours will run an air conditioning in a small rig for 10 to 14 hours.
Long time. That's
long time.
Long time.
Without air conditioning running, we're talking 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And it charges really, really fast.
Okay.
And
what's the charge rate on it? Do you know?
Well, if you equip it with our charging systems, we can charge that back up in an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Oh, wow, that's impressive.
Under driving.
That's impressive.
So you go for a drive and it's charged back up.
That's super impressive.
And that's what's really neat, because our technology operates at higher voltage.
Yeah.
We're at 58 volts on the high end, so it's still low voltage.
But you're up there though.
But we're right up the top, so that you could get, we're talking 4 or 5 times the power.
Yeah.
And power is what matters.
Watts.
Do you want to buy a 2 horsepower system, or how about a 40 horsepower?
Wow,
and this is like 40 horsepower. And it's all integrated. And this is showing off our new display. We have some new capabilities in our displays. So this allows us to control inverters. This is really cool. It helps people understand the difference in plugs. How many times people are confused. What's a 10 amp? What's 15 amp? We help with education.
Charge rate selector. Okay.
We can set pre-configuration points. You can change colors, dimmability. There's a lot of new features our customers have been asking for. Estimated runtime, and still our traditional gauge. A lot of times you'll see our analog gauge.
Yeah.
We really like the analog because we don't want people to be afraid of the technology.
No, absolutely. Easy to look at.
And almost all of our systems are one button push.
Oh, man.
Simple analysis. Am I full or I'm empty?
So is this in any way wired into the power system of the coach without being plugged in, or?
Don't have to do anything. You just got to plug in the service plug.
Okay, that's nice.
Our bigger coaches, we integrate them into the vehicles.
Right.
And this is a technology demonstrator that says, look, if you want to build a vehicle and you don't know if you're going to put a generator in it or you're going to put batteries in it, boom, you can put this in it and have the latest and state-of-the-art technology with the highest energy density available. the energy density in this thing is almost 2 times more energy dense than the nearest lithium ion.
Well,
The chemistry is called nickel manganese cobalt against graphite. So it's called large format prismatic.
Okay.
Very large cells instead of little cells.
Right, it's the prismatic.
They're the big flat panels. They're about the size of a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And then they're put into solid aluminum cases, and check it out on our website.
Oh, absolutely. We'll look at that. We'll put some stuff up there. That's
so
great.
Recharging is usually limited by the supply, not by the technology.
Not by the technology. What is the in this case? Is it so it's recharged? I suppose by driving. Number one.
Driving, shore
because
power,
I did read
solar.
on the website about the high amperage alternators.
Well, we actually do high voltage, low current.
Okay.
So for instance, if you do 180 amps, so you hear a 180 amp alternator all the time. That's a high output alternator, right?
Yeah.
But power is amps times volts.
Right.
So if you go
you increase the voltage.
If you go 58 times 180, that's 9,000 watts.
That's a lot of energy.
That's more than
that is a lot of energy.
More than most generators.
Wow.
And so at 12 volts times 180 is only 2,000 watts.
Right.
Well, you can't hardly run an air conditioner on 2,000 watts.
Say if you were putting this in like a towable, a travel trailer or something like that, your choice is going to be recharged by shore power, solar, or even you could recharge it with a small generator that you just ran a little bit.
But what's really cool about, we also have these systems where, what rig do you carry? What's your truck? What truck do you run?
I have I have a Nissan Titan XD right now.
Okay, so the XD, that's got the small Cummins in it, right?
It does. It's got a 5-liter Cummins.
Yep, so that 5-liter Cummins, we have a bracket kit. You could put our 8 kW alternator on the unit, and we have an umbilical setup, which looks like an aircraft connector.
Oh, that's amazing.
And so now your vehicle becomes your generator.
Oh, see, I like that. No, that's correct. Oh, I like that.
So you can make 8,000 watts run down the highway. Your rig, the air conditioner be on, the refrigerator running. You could be, everything in the coach can be running, and you're still going to be charged when you get to wherever you're at.
Wow, no, I love that.
And then anytime you want to charge up fast, you just hook your vehicle up and turn it on.
Crank it on for an hour or two.
Turn it on for an hour, and boom, everything's going to charge back up.
Why is this not all over the place?
We're pretty new.
Wow.
And we're
this is amazing.
Changing so much so fast that it takes a little time for everybody to catch up.
this is crazy.
Isn't that awesome?
That is amazing. I had no idea that was even a
fun thing to think
man.
about is if you try to do this in lead acid, it would fill the
entire bay, and it will probably overload the capacity of this coach.
It's like 6,000 pounds.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's even like, how much does this thing weigh? Do you know?
This weighs 300 pounds.
Are you kidding me? Wow, that much?
Well, it's because the energy density.
So much.
We're like 200 at the cell level. We're for tech geeks, we're roughly 240 watt hours per kg.
And what lithium's 100 and
usually 120 to 140.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's the beauty of automotive, right? Automotive is pushing the limits because they have to have more and more energy in a smaller space.
That's absolutely fascinating. I love that.
You know, diesel is still 30, even you think about how advanced that is, diesel is still 30 times more powerful per pound.
Right.
So that's why the hard thing is we keep innovating, finding ways to put more and more electricity in, but diesel is so much more powerful of an energy source that's why you have these compromises.
Wow. That is amazing. When did y'all start making that? Or when did that come out and start being?
This is a brand new technology demonstrator at the show this year.
Oh, so this is like brand new.
This is just showing people off here. We're mainly here to show off to the innovative side, the industrial side. Most general people will go, what?
Why do I need that? I don't need that. That's amazing.
But this, with this and our other integrations, we're trying to give people the freedom they're looking for when they buy an RV.
No, that's correct.
Tiffin, so we're debuting at the show. Tiffin has a 33,000 watt hour system. It has 11,000 watts at 240 volt on board. It has 11,000 watts of power generation on the main engine. Basically, your rig, everybody says, well, Class A's just go to the shore power. And I'm going to say they have to because they don't have a choice.
Right.
Now you have a choice. We're giving them 50 amp service wherever they're at, and they don't need to be plugged in. Going down the road, they have everything they want to run without turning on a generator. They can stop wherever they want, and the battery's going to be full up, and enjoy an evening in peace, quiet, comfort. Don't worry about it. No more flicking switches, no more complexity. Just enjoy the rig, go enjoy life, forget about having to be a tech expert. enjoy it. And so they're debuting that, and then
I would like to take a look at it if you don't mind.
no, we go look at that. And Liberty Coach in the pavilion. We've been on their equipment for 5 years as standard equipment.
Real.
And then Storyteller Overland, the adventure vans in here.
Yes.
100% of their product is all integrated around the Volta technology.
Amazing. That is amazing.
We are very focused on the OEM.
Right.
The technology is pretty complex, and we want customer experience to be perfect, so we try to work hard that it's in a
So if we were going to do a Volta system, could we come to you guys to have it put in, or?
You'd have to go to our website and look for our certified upfitters.
Okay. So you have those around.
These are people who have gone through training and have gone through the requirements to be able to install it.
Okay.
Is not as inexpensive, and it's an investment.
Oh, of course. I fully expect that to be quite expensive, but you get what you pay for. And if that works as described, then I wouldn't have a problem paying.
Well, I tell you a little bit about the life. So when these were designed, they're designed to replace
what's
an
the
engine.
life expectancy?
So we test to the Ford hybrid EV specification, and what that means is we have to show the service life of your modern engine.
Right.
So the test fundamentally says you need to go 2,000 cycles with full discharge. That's 90%, not 70, 90% discharge, and recharge again at 2C discharge, 1C charge, which is almost
twice the rate.
10 times faster than anything.
That's crazy.
And you got to do that for a 10-year equivalency. That's 2,000 cycles.
Yeah.
And so we tested that all the time, and that's why we have some of the longest warranties we offer.
And what is the warranty?
Standard is 3 years, 36,000, and 1,100 cycles.
Yeah.
Winnebago does a 8-year prorated warranty on the pack itself, on the core technology, just to help people get comfort. They don't have a problem buying a $100,000 engine or a $50,000 engine.
Right.
What they're having trouble with is this is designed to replace an engine. It's designed to replace the generator in total. So it's not batteries. So we don't sell batteries, we sell advanced energy systems.
I didn't expect those numbers. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm truly intrigued at this point now. So, all right, so now we've moved on to the Storyteller Overland. So we're going to talk about what Volta is doing with them.
Yeah, well, this crew is really a neat group. They're out of Birmingham, Alabama. And they started a little over 2 years ago, and they came and asked, hey, we got this vision of, how do we build an extreme four-wheel drive adventure van?
Right.
And they heard about what we're doing, and they wanted to understand it. And I helped them explain all those value points, and they got excited, and we built their platform around the technology, and they've all are equipped with the Volta, and they call it the Empower system.
Okay.
And this thing has constant 30 amp feed wherever they go, 6,000 watts of power under the hood using factory Mercedes setup.
Right.
It has 3.6 kilowatt inverter charger integrated, and you can run the AC, camp overnight anyone, AC blowing cold, anywhere, anytime. Get in the morning, go for your adventure, do it again the next night. Water will be your shortage. You'll never run out of power as long as you got fuel.
That's great.
It's an amazing system, and they've all integrated in. A couple of things where they put it, what's really cool.
Yeah.
So in the back, the battery pack sits vertically inside here, and the inverters and all the things.
It's all in there?
Everything that's integrated in that box is actually kind of separated, but it's in their own box. And then the water tanks are on this side, so it balances really well.
Okay.
So you got really good
weight distribution.
For four-wheel driving. It's power without compromise.
Wow.
So if, let's just say she wants to blow dry her hair with a big 1,800 watt or 2,000 watt hair dryer, that's over 2 horsepower.
Yeah.
And then you want to run the microwave at the same time, traditionally you can't do it.
Right.
Here, no big deal.
Wow.
Do it all, turn it on like at home. No compromises is our goal.
That's great. That is so amazing. You guys are on the track.
And this is all.
And this is integrated with these from the factory.
Everything is integrated. They're built up from the factory. And all the components are distributed so that they don't take up any extra space.
That's a game changer.
I think so, but I'm biased.
No, well, I'm telling you right now. We're kind of in the process of discussing solar and planning and this and that, and as far as what we can fit on the roof and inverters and all that kind of stuff. So this changes everything.
And this is a really fun discussion. Is let's say you do 1,000 watts of solar.
Yeah, right.
But how much does your hairdryer take to run?
Oh, Oh, like $50?
No, how much does it run power-wise?
1,500, yeah,
It's
1,800.
1,800 watts.
So 1,800 watts for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
There's no way you can make up the solar for the day it took to blow dry your hair.
all right, yeah,
You fire up a 6,000 watt unit on the alternator,
right.
6,000 watts in an
You
hour.
still got 5,000 watts
She
left,
got an air conditioner,
yeah.
you know, boom, it's
Right.
filled
And then we could make lunch in the microwave right afterwards.
at the same time.
Yeah. Oh.
This has got an inductive stovetop too.
That's great.
You can run it all. And
That's great.
and when you're
And
low on
stay cool.
and stay cool, and when you need to recharge, you're going to drive it around anyway.
Right.
Or, so, you know, like a lot of times in the summer, we can't run both air conditioners and a blow dryer at the same time.
Well, that's so much fun because what's what we do for our
Yeah.
Prevo fins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can provide more power unplugged
Then they can't
than
plug in.
plugged.
All right, guys, so there it is, the solid state generator. This is a brand new thing that they were just showing off here at the Tampa RV show, and I think that it's going to be a game changer. Definitely something that we are going to be looking into as far as something to put in our travel trailer. It's going to cost, but I mean, you know, 1,000 watts of solar, Victron inverters, and you know, Battleborn batteries. You're looking at $20,000 for a system anyway, and I don't think it's going to be more than that. So, all right, so make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we put out a video. I'm going to put out a second video with some more information about the Liberty coach and the Tiffin coach that they have on display here at the show. Some of the technologies that they're trying to bring in OEM from the factory with those guys. So really excited about this. Thanks everybody for being here. Take care of each other, love each other, and make every moment count.